Have you ever opened a DM that immediately made you sigh or roll your eyes? Not because the message was offensive or rude, but because something inside you said, this isn't real. It happened to me again this week for the third time from the same person. And it was really interesting because I immediately recognized their name. While I've never met this woman face to face, we've had several conversations through LinkedIn DM. I already knew that she had a bunch of kids and 2 dogs and that she started her business while bedbound and pregnant because we had talked about it. So even though I recognized her name, she clearly didn't recognize mine because I got another version of, I'm not sure how we connected, but I'm so glad you're in my network. This was the third version of that same message that she had sent me over time. And I immediately rolled my eyes. And then I deleted our connection. Now, I'm certainly not the kind of person to be all dramatic and throw my phone across the room or anything like that because I get a weird DM. I'm just going to delete the connection and not worry about it. But honestly, I did feel a little bit disappointed and thought, okay, well, I see what's happening here. So let's talk about it. You are listening to the Why the Woo Works podcast. This is where we blend business success strategy with neuroscience and psychology to help you build a business that actually feels good and feeds your freedom instead of sucking your time. I'm your hostess, Melody Gaynor, and I am a success strategist for women entrepreneurs who are tired of their life suffering at the hands of their business and who are finally ready to get a customized strategy to help them make more impact and more money faster and easier. A little about me. I am a human design alchemist or generator, depending on which type of human design you study and are aware of. And I have to admit, I'm also a very well practiced eye roller at the dumb things that people do in LinkedIn DMs. And I'm a believer in the kind of success that makes your whole life better, not just your business and your bank account. Now, while business success is my focus, my clients are always telling me about secondary benefits that are affecting their life in great ways, such as one woman who lost an excess of 30 pounds that she'd been holding on to for decades. Several have healed their marriages. They're finding better friend groups and even leaving abusive relationships, thanks to her business that was making enough to financially sustain her. This is the power of a true mind, body, spirit approach. So back to the message that I was sent through LinkedIn DMs. I get that the message wasn't meant to be harmful. I am 100% certain that she meant well. It's just really sad to me that nobody taught her any better. And this is what can happen when we rely too heavily on tools like automation and AI, and when we let tech take over the parts of our business that are meant to be human, like our network and our connections. Some gurus online sell this as strategic, scalable, even smart. But what it actually does is it leaves your network feeling your disconnection from them. And it's simply ineffective. Because what you're doing in those moments is you're trying to outsource resonance and connection, and that just doesn't work. And there are several reasons that that feels weird to you. One is Polyvagal Theory. It tells us that our nervous system is like a radar, constantly scanning for cues of whether you're safe or not. So when we receive direct messages that feel real and personal, and we can tell that the person is present when they send it, this creates connection because our nervous system decides that it's safe. So when somebody forgets who you are, or the message doesn't match the relationship that you've already created with the person, it creates this really subtle dissonance in both your field as the recipient and in the sender's field. We may not always notice it consciously, but our body and our nervous system is very aware. Then there's also the neuroscience about mirror neurons. These are tiny little neurons in our brain that activate when we feel seen, heard, and understood, and when someone else is matching our emotions. And that doesn't happen when you're getting a pre-written, pre-scheduled, blah, 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 bland message from someone who really should know you better if they had taken a second to look at your past conversations on the platform where they're sending you this reconnection message. For me, it always comes as just an urge to disconnect, an urge to go hands off and ignore their message. And when you get that feeling, it's your intuition and your nervous system working in perfect agreement and telling you that there is something not right. So then what's the answer? I want to tell you about a technique taught by my sales coach, Renee Hribar. By the way, you'll find a link in the description of this video telling you how to find her. She calls it the love list, and it is exactly what it sounds like. It is a list of no more than 5 to 10 people that you choose to love up on for the purpose of making a genuine connection. Renee says that every person that you meet and every person in your network is a potential client, collaborator, or connector. And you will never know which one they are if you don't make a genuine human-to-human connection. So you take a few minutes with your list and you Google them. You look them up on social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or even on your favorite podcast player. Find something that they've done or that they've posted that actually speaks to you and cheer them on. Maybe they posted something vulnerable, so you comment from your heart on that post. Maybe they were a guest on a podcast, so listen to the podcast and then leave a review. Maybe you've seen them showing up in a mutual group that the two of you are in and you want them to know, hey, I see you. Just remember that this isn't about pitching them. It's about presencing them. That love, that connection, that intentionality are not only woo concepts. They are strategies that are working in business right now. It has been proven time and time again that love is the highest frequency of all. Yeah, I know, it's cute and it's true. So when you can show up for another person with genuine intent and presence and love, you become magnetic, which means that your business doesn't have to chase leads. It attracts them. It skyrockets your know, like, trust factor because you took time out of your busy week to genuinely connect with another human being, which also means that you don't need 1,000 canned messages to make one sale. What you need are genuine relationships that were never meant to be scaled. They're meant to be nurtured. So I have a little challenge for you. I would love to see you create your own love list. Pick 1 to 3 people today and genuinely connect with them. Love them up on social media or a podcast platform, and then reach out. Not because you're trying to sell them anything, but to see, are they a potential client, collaborator, or connector? Because you will never know unless you make that genuine connection. And this really is how the ripple starts, because this one small action that you repeat over time builds. And it is so much better than a DM that begins with, hey, I'm not sure how we connected. So thanks for being in my world and for listening to this little reminder of what makes the woo actually work. Until next time, this is your reminder to lead with love and shake shit up.